Hey everybody, welcome to episode 24 of the Final Fantasy VIII playthrough. This is Rhodes the Gamer. And we're talking to the headmaster. I'm sorry if my mind's elsewhere during this recording. I've been... how would I say? Mourning the loss of the great wrestler Dusty Rhodes. So I've been watching tape, and I forgot I had to record this today, as a matter of fact. But, that is what it is sometimes, so, you know. Anyway, here, we're giving some advice to the headmaster here, trying to report, and he's gonna send us downstairs to kick off the engine, so to speak. Eventually. Just a little life tip then. If alright, let me think of how to say this. You'll never know when something you really like is going to be gone. So try to appreciate it the most that you can while you can. And I know it might sound like I'm being a little melodramatic about Dusty Rhodes here, but that guy was an inspiration to me, so that's why I'm kind of talking on it, you know what I mean? But anyway, we have work to do, so let's do work. Like I said here, he's giving us the key here to get down to the elevator. Sorry. But my TV was turned down there. Fucking commercials being high volume. Sounds pretty far-fetched. Well, here we go. But first, checking junctions, of course. Yeah, there's no reason to put strength bonus on where we're going, because if keep random encounters turned off, there's no real level up possibility, so, you know, who cares? Come on. Speed this up a little bit past me. Uh-oh, missiles. This is my second attempt at recording this commentary. I guess just a weird error happened last time. I can't blame it on the headset this time. So, I don't know. Did that ever happen to anyone where your computer pops up and it says something like, "This action is not permitted"? It feels very HAL Space 2001 kind of situation. Not used to a computer not responding to what I say. But anyway, let me grab my water down here. Wah wah. But I apologize for this not coming out last week like it should have. A lot of stuff for work, man. I get home exhausted, especially like today. I slept as soon as I got home, but we went to training, me and a coworker, literally driving an hour or so outside of town, outside of my town here. Which doesn't sound like much, but it takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes to get to work, so you're waking up at an earlier time and it's kind of throwing your schedule off, and you're getting home a bit later than usual because, you know, again, travel, so it sucks, man. Plus the fact that I have to worry about all my legal clearances coming in the mail and keeping up with them and everything. Now, don't get it twisted, I didn't break any laws, it's just I need to be recertified for everything again, because working with kids and families, you know. So, so I keep trying to think of other topics to bring up while commentating, because you guys know me, I like to keep it kind of different than a lot of other people who just spend the whole time talking about the game, as I find that to be kind of boring and would be a copy off everybody. So I get you with my personal life too, you know. If you haven't known that yet, this is your first video. First off, welcome. Second of all, stick around. But E3 is going on right now. Fallout 4 has been announced, so that's some cool shit. But Xbox One will plan to have backwards compatibility, which means I might buy myself an Xbox One then, because it still is. I'm still so behind on 360 games. I got my 360 what, like 2 or 3. Wasn't 3 years ago, like 2.5 years ago. And the best thing about that is when you get an older system, you can get games, especially via eBay and other yard sales and type stuff like that, for so cheap. It's like I'm so stocked up on things to play and beat. Not to mention recording for the channel and everything, you know. Which I'm learning, by the way. I never did that before with just 2 people turning that valve. That's interesting. But anyway, I'm learning the recording with the Elgato a little bit better. The title I'm recording right now is going to be another long play RPG type, just to record it and get it done kind of thing. But I don't think I'll feature that next on the channel. So this playthrough is a bit long to just string 2 together, you know. But it's a PlayStation 1 era game. It's not as its characters aren't as texturally but well defined as this game's. So you can't really tell when there's a little bit of lag as much. It's not as bad, but you know, still learning the system anyway. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. A dead end. So you have no choice but up. It goes to freedom and candy. It doesn't go to freedom and candy, it goes to a power room. Yeah, God, you guys are so helpless without me. I'll go check it out. Yeah, other than that, I haven't really followed E3 though, so I'll just catch all the news on the back end. And the websites go on and break it down. Who had the best E3? You know, this, and this kind of thing. I'm not staying home from work or taking days off for that shit. I love the money. Alright. It's a shaky ground, we've discovered that, but well, it's unsafe to go that way. I guess I'll climb down the ladder that came through the shattered glass. That seems a bit of a safer option. Of course he's alright, he's the main character, Quistis. Of course, a convenient sliding gate. Of course, I guess when you play the game as much as I have, you know where all this shit is without really having to look for it. Save the game. Because there's a fight coming up. And I think in this fight, in this playthrough, if I'm not mistaken, I just own him with Quistis' magic. I believe it's magic. That's how that song goes, right? Now, that garage door is open, so I guess we're gonna have to go that way. A slight aside to everything, but for all my viewers who might not have their own place or anything, you're gonna enjoy having your own apartment. Sleep whatever room you want, whenever you want, you know. Do what you want. We made it. We made it to the... Started from the bottom and I made it slightly higher. Not an oil shot. You son of a bitch. And look, now I gotta deal with this Resurrect Quistis bullshit. That's when I think I just said fuck the strategy before. Like, I guess what I was thinking was I wouldn't be able to use the generator, but turns out you can because these guys don't technically count as a boss. Like, they're just really beefed up mooks for their, you know, their situation, I guess. I mean, you don't fight these things ever again that I know of. Again, I don't really even fucking play with random encounters later on. You might fight them again in Lunatic Pandora or somewhere, but why the fuck would you have that turned on there? But I don't know. But like I was thinking, that's the important distinction. If it's, you can't use it, the generator, on like a sorceress per se, but on giant oil squid, why not? Fucking oil squid anyway. You know? Sorry I'm not my usual talkative self, but... Well, I told you about Dusty Rhodes already, so... Anywho... I think it's time to check the, I know it said we learned Fire, Magic, Refine, and something else. But it's time to check the menus here. Oh, Ammo Refine. I was gonna say, I think I learned all his most useful stuff already. He's got, like, a skill, his like command attack skill thing is called Mad Rush, which you really don't want to learn. It makes your characters all haste and berserk, which doubles their damage, which sounds good on paper, but alright, well here, let me give you this example. In Final Fantasy XII, one of my best tactics is I'll have, since there's 6 characters, you'll have like a healer and a black mage kind of in one character, and you'll have like a quick thief type that usually can be a ranged attacker too, and you'll have one big burly son of a bitch with a big with a heavy sword or a spear. And in that game I was always able to get the best equipment, you know, for those kind of characters. But you give those, you put the 2 heavy hitters and your best healer together, you berserk and bravery, which increases physical damage, and haste, the heavy hitters, and they're doing like 9999 every hit, and they're hitting at a ridiculous rate. Like hit, wait, hit, wait, hit, wait, like that quick. So Mad Rush is the same thing, where it's kind of trying to give you that, but you need that healer mage in there, you know? And that's the character I play as in higher levels anyway. So, because literally, you don't fuck with your white mage. The most important thing you can have is a healer. Which I read a thing. Yeah, we're gonna start this engine. But I read a D&D post the other day. Yes, I play Dungeons and Dragons too, because I'm a nerd. But things girls here where it's like the guys always ask the female to play the healer, which is pretty sexist, honestly. But do they not realize how valuable the healer is to the team? Like, the smartest player on a team plays a healer or a tank. And I made a tank character, but someone who can self-heal or the guy who heals the whole party. Because it doesn't matter all the fancy little tricks you do. If you're able to get fucking killed, you'll go down, you know what I mean? My character is functionally immortal. It has so many healing attacks, healing techniques, and its HP is so high to begin with at level 2. It's like 40 or something ridiculous. Watch out, Headmaster. You got an orb, look out. And Balamb Garden gets cool. You know, so it's a PlayStation 1 game, and this is on Steam. So it looks a little bit sharper, but not, it hasn't been remade, you know. But it's a PlayStation 1 game. These FMVs are still pretty rad looking. Like, I guess maybe it's because I'm simple though. Like, I don't like... Oh, it's a hyper-realistic game. Well, I want to feel like I'm playing a video game, so I don't want to play hyper-realistic. So maybe it's this era's computer effects that I like the most. Because of that, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get the fuck out of this missile area. You know, there's actually an ending or a game over screen if you forget to reroute the missiles with the other team. If you're functionally, you know, special, I guess I should say. Nah, of course we're gonna get out alive. You think I'd let the game end like that? I don't know who you're talking to, kid. Garden is flying awfully low, though. Hopefully it doesn't hit anything. But we'll probably not have to worry about that. Definitely not in this episode, anyway, because it's ending. And, Rolls the Gamer, you know I say take it easy, because it's the thing I say. And I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.